Hey guys, Country Boy John here. Wanted to do a video. Last spring when I did my clean out video, I kind of glossed over this part here that I'm going to tell you about, but it's kind of important, so I'm going to do a little more detail in it. I do this clean out about twice a year, definitely at the end of the season, and then depending on how the winter's going, I'll do one mid-season. But right here you have your fan that blows air down underneath the fire. And right here it turns and goes into the firebox. Once you get inside there's an air channel that pushes it up into the fire, but ash can come up over that channel. So I'm going to show you how to get that area cleaned out. I used to take off the fan, worry about all this stuff hanging out of the way, but it's a lot simpler than that. So you start with 2 sheet metal screws, one right here, and just back them out. Don't lose them. So after you get those 2 screws out, the first time you do this, there's some caulking that's around this seal. You got to break it loose, and it's kind of difficult the first time, but once you've done it a couple times, it's not that big a deal. And you just pull back, and the top is pivoting on a hook right up here. Like I said, it's pretty easy. Just pull back and clear that. Lift up, and that comes off just like that. So turn it around. It's still wired in, so you just kind of lean it back. And you can see right in here all the ash that's built up. I didn't clean this mid-season, so you'll get a really good look at how it looks. Okay, so right in here you can see how the ash builds up. And what happens is, if you get a backdraft, all that ash goes up inside and goes through your damper and into your fan. And that's when you get a runaway fires. This damper in here will be stuck open even just a little bit. So this is the back of the air channel, and then this is inside of that valve or that baffle. You can see all this buildup right here. Now, like I said, I didn't clean this out mid-season, so this is really bad, but you just reach up in here, pull all this out, get your shop vac. You can see right there's the baffle, and right at the tip of my fingers is where it goes into the firebox, and this is open above it. So the ash pan is on the other side of this. So the more you let it get full, I mean, this is just bound to happen. It's not a big deal. But then you take it, dig all this out, get your shop vac, and get it cleaned up. So I'll show you how I do that here. Okay, then to put it back on, just take this hanging bracket, put it back on that one. Try and get it centered back up where it was, because this has to go straight in to this channel down here at the bottom. Make sure everything lines up right. Now be careful not to strip these screws out. They're just simple sheet metal screws. And after every couple times I do this, I just get new screws. The first ones have that caulking on it, so it's kind of hard to get those back in. You gotta make sure you get this tight, because if you don't, you can have an air leak here, and you'll have a lot of temperature overruns. So make sure you get this pressed in tight. Again, without stripping the screws. That's it. Important step, but needs to be done.